Hey everyone, so welcome back. We've just gotten back from Lloydminster from their Christmas craft fair they have, the big one that they have. So I wanted to share with you what we all saw today. I often find filming in public very, very awkward because I get very self-conscious, and I'm also almost hyper aware that some people are not comfortable being filmed. So I try to be discreet, but at an event like that, it's hard, and it's hard, talking about stuff. So basically what I did was just a series of small clips that I will put together and try and show you what we saw. Like I said, there's like some people are okay with being filmed, some people are not, and actually there was one vendor booth that actually had a sign saying no photographs. So you have to respect that. So I will get these clips all strung together, and you can see what we experienced today.
Take photos. So every time it's just the cutest thing ever to get you to take a photo. I will not put their face on. They check them. But they've been in different, like, all over Canada now, so. Yes. Okay, thank you.
Hello.
January. So this is dry. Great update today. Football game today. So that allows the game to be perfectly flat. So you stack stuff on it and all they run the same magnetic system. It's not in the gift.
Beeswax from other food producers, but it's all whole beeswax.
Do you have a card? Canada Post?
Yeah.
Usually the links, some other ones. Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed that. Now we did go mainly to just enjoy ourselves and to see what's new, to see what's trending, to see what other people are doing, you know, to get ideas for herself and just inspiration and that kind of things. But we did come home with a few things. So we did pick up a few specialties, just a handful of things. We'll probably use some of them as Christmas gifts, and we'll enjoy the rest for ourselves. So we picked up some mead from the Prairie Bee Meadery, and they are located in Moose Jaw. Now we've had their products before, and it's very, very good, very, very tasty. A new product that we found was this. This is the Smoky Cheese Company, and this is freeze-dried cheese. Yes, freeze-dried cheese. It's actually quite tasty. It's a snack. You just eat it out of the package, just like you would like peanuts or something. It is surprisingly good. So yeah, we found that. And then I bought for myself some flavor infused honey. This is extreme lemon because I've been feeling like I've got a cold coming on. And then Glenn treated himself to some sample sized jars of salsa, different types and flavors. So yes, we had a eventful day, an enjoyable afternoon. Usually in the last 2 years, there's always been something that's trending, something that's really popular. This year, it was hard to say. I know there were a lot of woodworking and wood products. Like there was at least 4 or 5 vendors with wooden game boards and a lot of other woodworking products, or there was a lot of that. So I don't know if I would exactly call it trending, but there seemed to be a lot more woodworking products. I mean, it's, you know, woodworking tools are expensive to purchase to get into, so I'm not sure if that's a trend or not. There was still a lot of homemade soap and bath products, a lot of soy candles. What else did we see? A lot of printed t-shirts and sweatshirts. Like a lot of people are getting into printing their own t-shirts and sweatshirts. I know even here in Meadow Lake, there's at least 2 or 3 of them that have started, you know, doing their own stuff like that. I mean, that's becoming more and more popular. More and more people are getting into it. There's still lots of those reusable cups and travel cups that, you know, they have fancy, you know, designs. There's still lots of that. There's tons and tons of that out there. So yeah, one thing that we were talking about on the drive back was, now there wasn't a lot of it there, like the freeze dried foods. Like we have the freeze dried cheese that we saw, and then there was maybe 1 vendor with freeze dried candy. So the freeze dried candy, that boom, that's been and gone. It's over with, I think. But I think the trend for freeze-dried foods in general, I think, is starting to pick up. I think there's a lot of people who are getting into the freeze dryers. I think a lot of people who are homesteaders or preppers, anything like that, they're getting into the freeze drying mainly for their own food storage systems. But I mean, there's a lady here locally who's been selling freeze-dried onions. She made her own garlic powder using freeze-dried garlic that she grew in her garden. She also was selling freeze-dried strawberries from her own garden. So that might be a trending market that maybe we might think about. I know we've tossed around the idea of getting a freeze dryer, but a freeze dryer, that's a big ticket item. They are not cheap. Even a moderate sized one starts at $5,000. And the guy we were talking to, the guy who's making this stuff, and he's got five freeze dryers, and they are running 24/7. So he's probably got a high capacity machines, which probably start at 7,000 and go from there. So it's not cheap either to get into. So, but it seems to be a trend that is up and coming. So that might be something that we'll consider, because there are lots of things that we could do with that for our own purposes too. So anyway, that was our day. I hope you enjoyed joining us for a day out at the Lloydminster Craft Festival. So, the Lloydminster Christmas Fair, sorry. So there was lots of homemade products, but then they also had like a separate area for the multi-level marketing stuff, like, you know, all your Scentsies, all your Pampered Chefs, you know, all of that had its own room, and they had another room for other more commercial products, and then a food hall. So it was a big deal. It was a big market to go to. So our own week coming up is going to be busy. We've got another market in Meadow Lake coming up this coming weekend. It's a 2-day market, so it's going to be busy right until Christmas. So anyway, I hope you're having a great day. Hope you have a great week ahead, and I'll be talking to you again real soon. Take care.